Cornhuskers ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. So Washington's offense will come out first. And this sophomore wide receiver is a playmaker. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And, man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in. We just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today at some point in the ballgame.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Throwing, Williams, using the quick game. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? He makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is...
Here's a little room there. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Washington.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's Williams to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
After that sack, they're in a different zip code now. 2nd and long working here. Williams looking for a man. Working that left side now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. 9th play of the drive coming up, and they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Takes a hit as he fires. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Splits the uprights. Good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Cornhuskers offense will now get its first chance with the football. We get our first look at Anthony Calandria. His first order of business, manage the game and don't get them behind the sticks. Just what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They're going to throw it to start the drive. They just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And they're able to get him on the ground.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Fires to the right. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Williams. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Makes the catch. It's Moss. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
Push down for the tackle.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here comes the heat. And down he goes.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Washington sends out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive, now 1st down from the 39. To throw, it's Calandria. Catch in the middle, it's Barney.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Lost the fire on 2nd down. The sure hands, it's Hunter. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, and one of the big stories for Nebraska, as we know in the offseason, is Matt Rule having to find a new quarterback. They thought they had the guy in Dylan Raiola. He was one of the top-ranked guys coming out of high school a few years ago, and really they saw him as the future of the program. Obviously, David, he's now out in Eugene, Oregon, and so it's a new face under center in this offense. They've got a lot of weapons, but a lot riding on this new signal caller offensively.
And they're just waiting to take that next step. All right, Nebraska fans have been excited, and they've had some good spots to their teams over the past couple years. They just need that trigger, man. And is this the guy? Is this the guy that can take the offense to the next level? Raiola had some good moments, but the consistency, game in, game out, that they need from the quarterback spot to bring them back to what they used to be.
Quarterback making adjustments. Right back to the well. Makes it past the marker. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Huskers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The give to the running back from the shotgun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
It's really nice to see this offense bounce back. That first possession, man, they go 3 and out. They really struggled, and now starting to put a drive together, get their feet a little bit wet. Now you can see they're starting to get pretty comfortable.
Now he's looking to throw it. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air. It's Calandria. Buys a little time. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Oh, man, that defensive back just hurled himself in there like a lightning bolt to get the quarterback.
And you see the speed, the closing speed to run, chase the quarterback, get him on the ground. That's why he plays defensive back. He looks like a pass rusher here, but you could definitely see he could hit that turbo button.
Slips away. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job. There's no gain on the play. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it's right down the boulevard. And the kick is good, and guys, we have ourselves a tie ball game.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there, tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Williams, just a little off. Incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Williams will pass. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Moves around to clear up the vision. And slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll crank up this drive with a pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barney. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Here's the handoff. Runs through the tackle. Looking for room at the 40. Racing to the right. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Huskers! He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
Well, we see the home run on offense, but defensively, we've got to do a better job tackling. You've got to get hats to the football, and then you got to bring the ball carrier down. Poor fundamentals, poor tackling helped lead to that long touchdown.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. These two teams feeling each other out a bit, down 10-3 as they open this drive. Throwing, Williams. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the right. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Part of the DNA of the Washington offense has been a guy who can get it done with his arm.
And just finding a guy that makes everybody around you better, that can make the right decisions, that can highlight your skill positions. That's what get the Washington fans going crazy.
And he's got room. And after that last play, there is a Husky who has yet to get up. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Williams looking for a man. Snagged out of the air. Across the 25, he's got room. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Huskies!
You know, long touchdown passes don't have to come in the shape of go routes and posts. You can throw a slant. If your guy is able to make one dude miss and build up some steam, when you've got speed like that, you can take it to the house, and that's exactly what he did.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. Bringing it back. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Barney. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. First quarter in the books. Let's see what kind of numbers these two wide receivers are putting up. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Picks up the first down. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains.
Well, when you talk Nebraska football, it always comes down to their ability running it on offense, whether it's the option or whether it's conventional. They've got a long and illustrious history of great running backs, and this guy is on the field for a reason. His vision, his ability to make people miss, run with toughness, he can do it all.
Might as well give it to him again. Breaks the tackle.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in zones. You got to get him involved.
Running inside. It's Ives. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
Well, this guy's a backup maybe for a reason, because on his first carry of the game, he puts the ball on the ground. If you don't have ball security, your coaching staff doesn't trust you to get it done.
Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And the Huskies look to keep this drive humming. Here's Williams to throw. Finds the tight end. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Defense wants to bring the heat. They'll give it to Washington. Not finding any running room, and I think that loss is going to give back what they gained on the previous play, and now it's third down. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire toward the ball carrier.
And you got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitched down the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. Washington sends out the punt team. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
To the ground. He's got it again. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. The Huskers will line it up on 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Scanning the field, it's Calandria. Pulls it in, it's Hunter. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the game, and they move the sticks.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Power football with the run. Got enough for the first. Got a little grass. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And after that last play, there is a Husky who has yet to get up. That is the junior tight end who they are taking a look at, and we'll have Holly Rowe check on his situation. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to it. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They're setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Looking for a man. It's Calandria. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are, and that's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Offense changing the play. Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. Trying to escape and get it himself. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
You can clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Back open in the middle. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness. And
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And a lot of times when you're in your own territory and it's 4th and 1, you see the offense try to draw people off sides. No, sir. They say, we're going to get this thing. We need 1 yard. We got 1 yard. We worked on it all week. They were successful. Nice aggressiveness early in their own territory.
Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Calandria. Got a man, it's Hunter. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Quarterback may change this route. The give to the tailback. He breaks a tackle. Maybe some room here. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Corn Huskers.
And just keep feeding this guy the football, and this scoreboard's going to keep lighting up. This dude is unbelievable. He needs just a little bit of space, and he has gone off to the races. This offense, David, has so many weapons, but this running back is a game changer.
He is, and so many weapons is right, and this defense has had absolutely no answer so far. Giving up way too many points early in this football game. They need to have a conversation on the sidelines. Get the defensive coordinator, get everybody involved. They need more juice, and they got to find some answers fast.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So it's an 80-yard drive. And how about that for a capper, a 43-yard run for 6. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
That's caught. It's Williams. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but, man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the back. Play fake, Williams. Throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And interesting, on 3rd and short, man, a lot of time defenses get really, really aggressive, so they try to slip in the screen, but they played it nicely, got pressure on the QB, got in there so fast, kind of disrupted the timing, and won that 3rd down.
Williams to the air again. Here's the pressure. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. To the air, it's Calandria. Shows him the stiff arm. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. And the Huskers in the hurry up. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they use a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Wants to throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man. It's Nelson. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a first down, and they've got to show this urgency. Out of the gun. The inside handoff. Looking for a crease. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Nebraska uses a timeout here. It's their 2nd. And They'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Might be changing the route. They're looking to throw on second and short. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. Nebraska calls a timeout, and that's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Calandria. Wide out trying to get it in. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. Second down, they'll go to the air. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Stopped at the 12-yard line, and he wanted that pick six. He'll have to settle for setting up his offense. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great scene today in Seattle. So far today, the most dominant player on the field has been that DB. Pass breakups, shutting down one side of the field. He's been a one-man wrecking crew, and he's played a big part in this halftime lead.
And the Huskies will boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Continues to fight for yards. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
Guys, I caught up with the Nebraska head coach coming out of the locker room. Guys, we may have an upset brewing. As you know, this team came in here not highly ranked and highly regarded, but that doesn't matter. The players on the field have had something to say, and they are really taking this game to the home team. We'll see if there's an upset continuing here in the second half. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Off from the shotgun. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Ball is at the 35. It's first and 10. He might want another play. Right back to the well. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Dropping back, it's Calandria. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. Gets away from one, finds room. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long. It's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
Makes the grab. It's Hunter. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on first down. Complete to the left. And a nice grab. And right on him, and he's down at the 20.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
He's got the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Following that last play, there is an injured Cornhusker who is still on the field. That is the senior tight end who's shaken up. We'll have Holly Rowe check on him. Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Back to pass, it's Calandria. Pressure coming. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
A run for the quarterback. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Huskers!
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go.
There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now.
Defense might bring the house here. Williams. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Williams will pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And that's where quarterbacks, you know, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Gets rid of it. It's complete to the right. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. Well, that's a great start to this second half.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about it.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
On third down, here's Washington. Brought down at the 46-yard line, and that's enough for the first down. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Give to Washington again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Williams. Under fire. Complete in the middle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Huskies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Here's a give to Washington. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. There's a crease. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one.
It's a fumble.
And what a great play by the defense. With their backs against the wall, they create the fumble and then jump on it in their own end zone for the touchback.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Dropping back, it's Calandria. Makes the catch. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Got enough for the first. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to...
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
The Huskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, running back gets to give. Pulled down for the tackle.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been heating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on to David. Finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be 4th down.
It's a little demoralizing, too, I think, if you're on defense, because it looked like you had him, right? It's 3rd down. Everybody's getting ready for a big sack. They're pinning their ears back, trying to get upfield. You just can't make the play. Quarterback's able to escape. He doesn't get the first down, but he did get nice yardage, so I'm curious to see what they do here on 4th.
Kick is in the air. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great, so, David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together, be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Four punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. Makes the catch. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Carr. They'll mark him down right there, and that'll be enough for a Washington first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Throwing, Williams. That's caught. It's Moss. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And they get another first down, and this offense right now, man, it's just death by 1,000 cuts, right? Like, not a lot of big plays, but they're finding ways to continue to move the football to get first downs, and a lot of times, man, the wear-out factor will come. You run a bunch of plays, and this defense can get tired.
And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Through 3 quarters of play, and both of these quarterbacks have been impressive. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Here's Williams to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Touchdown, Washington. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
He's just running straight down the field. The thing you got to look at there is the velocity on the throw by the quarterback. He didn't lob it. He got it to him quickly, put it on his body. He was able to make the catch and then run it in for a touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're now down 31-17. So a drive there of 85 yards. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Nebraska sideline. There is a lot of excitement because this offense is outperforming a much higher-ranked team defensively. They know they've got an opportunity in this game with the lead and the ball, but they have got to...
There he goes. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Past the 30, the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Nebraska.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns. A 21-point cushion in the 4th. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. On the ground, it's Carr. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And how are you guys not impressed with this defense, man? They've been so good. They've been all over the field. And they're about to make this a very one-dimensional offense. Like, the clock is ticking, right? And they're down. They got to get aggressive. Still trying to run the football. But this defense, they've been a brick wall so far.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Caught behind the line. It's Williams. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Williams. Finds his back in the middle. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The Huskies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. 14. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He wants to change this route. They feed him again. Makes it past the marker. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're testing the right side here. Finding some room. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. The ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
With the catch, it's Nelson. Hard running there. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
Right, and I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Back to throw, it's Calandria. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Gets the back moving. Quarterback making adjustments. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Turning it on. Still on his feet. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskers.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. He marched 78 yards down the field, and he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the 4th quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Halfway there on 1st down and 2nd and 5. Quarterback run is part of their game plan, and he's dragged down.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Williams. Bottle and lets it go. Over the middle, it's Williams. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time.
There's some room. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, we could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They give it to him again. Breaks into the open. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David. Every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And who knows? Maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.